What's happening, guys? Has here, and today I'm going to talk about courage is a muscle and how to train your courage. So, as you know, guys, to me, creating a balanced physique is essential because if you don't, you end up with underlying injuries or you can expose yourself to some sort of injuries. So, I apply that to also internal thinking. So when it comes to courage, if you don't build your courage, you might be strong from the outside, but if you don't have that muscle built and strong and ready, you'll not be able to handle the resistance, and that bring us up to the next topic, which is resistance. So if you're um, facing your fears on daily basis, if you're challenging yourself and slowly exposing yourself to some fears, you'll slowly be able to handle more and more and more, and that's how you build your muscle, that's how you build your courage. So you don't want to overload it, you don't want to go beyond your limits with a huge jump, because then you will be exposing yourself to so much resistance and then you could cause injury. What I mean by injury is not only external injuries but also internally. So if you're going to the gym and if you're just jumping to 300 kgs squats and you've never handled 200 before, you will be definitely you're going to cause permanent injuries. But if you learn how to handle the weight prior to it, if you learn how to handle 100, then 2, then maybe 250, slowly build yourself up and then you can handle the big challenge. So that also applies to courage, because if you just go from um I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like, to me, making these videos is a thing that is courageous, because I'm not that social guy who's like happy to be talking for hundreds of hours or whatever, 2 hours, 3 hours. Just I just like the the box, all right, because of the lifestyle, maybe genetics, who knows, but it just came to be. But my point is, say you want to go to do some public speaking, and say I do that, like, to me, going there from nowhere is definitely going to cause either useless outcome, meaning I will not learn anything, I'll just be there, maybe freeze and leave, or maybe I'll try and it's going to be too much. Rather than that, I can slowly build myself up. I can slowly do some videos and from there slowly gain the confidence there, and then my courage muscle is stronger in this area. Boof, 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 and then I'm ready. So what I'm saying is, you want to go slow, you want to be ready slowly, but don't same way you don't want to compare your physique to others in the gym, you don't want to compare your um, courage to others in real life, because they have different experiences, they might have been in the game for years before you. So if you go compare yourself to them, you're doing yourself at the surface. And same idea applies when you compete as a bodybuilder, for example, and you compete against monsters who take steroids and you're natural. So this applies in real life as well. Maybe they got some good circle around and then boof, they they jumped levels that you can't do. That's because of the circumstances, because life is not fair, you have to deal with it. So that's a big thing that discourage people. And if you can notice, discourage. So anyways, um yes, like, you lose your fire if you do that. Instead, compare yourself to your older version, not on daily basis, slowly, every month, maybe every year. Depends on how scalable slash how much growth you have in that kind of particular area, okay? So, or skill. So that will give you the all the motivation that you need to keep going. gives you the fire to wake up every day. Okay, challenge myself here. I'll change myself in this area. I'll keep working on myself. I'll just look forward, tunnel vision. I'll not be too distracted by Johnny or Joshua or whatever. I'll just be focusing on myself, my goals, and that's all that I care about. So that's the best philosophy I feel for myself. Um, so we covered all of the points that I wanted once. Okay, that's one important point here. Once you stop facing your fears, so fear is the resistance for courage. Okay, same way weight is the resistance for muscles. So if you stop facing your fears, say I go to the gym every day and then I stop one day. Okay, that's okay. Then stop three, then four, then a month. Then when I go back after that month, I will be able to I will not be able to handle as much as I used to before. Maybe half, maybe even less than that. Same thing applies to courage. If you stop facing the fears that you need to overcome on daily basis, your courage shrinks and shrinks and shrinks until you lose it all. So you have to be training your courage on daily basis. You have to always keep pushing yourself. You have to always face those fears. And as I mentioned, like, you want to be smart, you don't want to go to 300 kgs, you start from maybe 10, 20, blah blah blah, until you get to that level. So it doesn't matter what everyone else is doing, focus on yourself and slowly increase your level. And that's the topic for today. Thanks for watching. Has signing out.